what's going on, you guys? I started that a little too early, so that might be in here twice. But what's going on, you guys? It is Ray King from The Legacy. And as everyone can see in here, I'm not wearing pink. The last episode I said I was going to wear pink. I forgot.
You lied.
I lied. I'm wearing black again.
On, man. Come on, man.
As you guys...
I mean, none of us are wearing pink, so, like,
That's okay.
we all forgot?
We all forgot.
I mean,
Mainly
you
me,
guys
because
are both
I'm the one that
wearing
actually said I was going to wear the pink.
Yeah, you're right.
But as you guys can hear, I am here with my co-host, yes sir, himself.
My boy, this is Josh Palermo, a.k.a. Yes Sir, coming to your speakers real quick.
And you heard her on the last episode, but you're going to be hearing her a little bit more now because she's going to start becoming full-time, hopefully, maybe, you never know. But we have our version of Misty herself. We have our girl, Jamie.
What's up, guys? It's Jamie. How y'all doing since the last episode?
She likes the water gun.
She likes the water gun.
Squirt, squirt.
Such an asshole.
Kind of like what happened to my shirt earlier.
Oh my god. Okay, so we went to go get some water before podcasting. And me and Josh, we didn't drink the water because the studio water is
No bueno.
It's so trash.
But Jamie went to Jamie went and turned on the water
And it squirt up in the air.
all
It
over the
got
place.
All over my shirt.
I just want to know, how the hell did you accomplish that with the water fountain?
Because you know what? I was about to get real inappropriate, but never mind.
It's the Legacy. We get inappropriate here all the time. So, guys, if you guys are excited to listen to me and Josh for another 95 minutes, we're sorry.
Years.
We're sorry.
Don't worry. I feel your pain, too.
Please go ahead and hit that like button
man.
over. Please go ahead and hit the like button on Facebook, or if you are listening to us on SoundCloud, go ahead and hit that like button as well. I know I'm doing this a little bit differently. And I do love the fact that we now have a female co-host, because I know a couple of people have been asking, hey, are you guys going to get one? Go ahead and hit that like button, too, and comment and say hi to Jamie. And,
yeah, say what's up. If you like me on the show, you know. If you
Comment,
don't like
guys,
me on the
comment.
show, if you
Shit
have
happens.
any feedback, I'm open to, you know, constructive criticism, not straight up assholes,
Just
okay?
critique,
I don't
man, just
tolerate that
critique.
shit, but hey!
And we don't mind the whole, oh, you're hot, oh, you're cute. But the second we get, oh, I want to do this to you, we're going to block you
See,
automatically.
listen, the thing is that I've gotten so many messages from you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
See, when it comes to Josh, y'all can do whatever you want to Josh. But when it comes to
Y'all-
our little Jamie, you leave.
Little?
You leave her
aight.
alone, guys. She has a little fury side, though, so.
I mean, yeah, you are little.
No.
Jamie's
but
like 2 feet tall, guys.
She's little, but she's like.
Again, back to this. I am not 2 feet tall.
Jamie,
I
I'm like
am-
5'8".
I'm 5'3", so...
I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'3" and proud.
Do you want to stand up and do this?
I'm 5'4".
Let's go. Oh, you're scary! I need to sit down.
They just stood up. They
That
had
was scary.
They had a moment.
the duel.
We had a moment.
They had the duel.
So how you guys doing today?
We're doing
Doing all right,
real
you
well,
know.
man.
You guys ready for 4th of July?
Of course.
I'm ready to have a day off of school. Yeah.
I'm ready to buy some fireworks.
If you guys don't know, this episode is premiering on July 6th, a couple days after the 4th of July. Shout out to every soldier that has done their dang,
Yes,
served.
ma'am.
I have a couple of family members and friends in the
Yes.
service.
For the veterans who
My
are
grandpa
not
who was
here with us, we salute
Shout out to
you.
all y'all.
yes,
Y'all are
definitely.
dope.
My
Thank you so
grandpa was a
much.
military, like he
Same.
was in the Marines, so
My gramps was Army, I think. I
And
gotta ask my mom.
My brother's wants to go in the military as
My
well.
uncle
so.
served in the Navy for...
I have two friends in the Marine. I have two friends in the Marines,
I
a
have
friend
a
in the
lot.
Army, and then my cousin is Army.
I have a friend
And Yusuf.
I have
Our
a
boy
friend in the
Yusuf, who
Marine-
works in the studio, he does some of the sound stuff for us. Shout out to our boy Yusuf. He's in the reserves.
Sir.
So
Definitely.
shout out to you
Wow.
too, bro.
Then I have two friends over here that are in the Marine and Army as well. So most definitely, my friend Chris is coming through, and he is over here for 2 weeks. So I'm very excited
Hell
for
yeah.
that.
We just-
definitely.
Gotta go spend time with him.
We just want to express our love and appreciation to you guys, and we're sorry that you have to return to this bullshit of a city, or any city that wherever you guys are from. But we all do thank you for still allowing us to do this
Live our
podcast
lives.
to this day.
Thank you for your service.
Thank
guys.
you, thank you, thank you. But
From the people here at the Legacy,
we love
we
you.
love you, man.
So check it out. As you guys know, topics: Ranger of the Day, Cosplayer of the Day, and we have a pretty dope topic to talk about. We don't like to get political on the legacy. We want to stay as far away from political as possible because the legacy is supposed to be a show where you can come, relax, and get away from all that bullshit. But we figured that since this topic kind of revolves around a nerdy member of the community, we'll talk about it because A, she's dope as shit, she's cool, she streams, and she's an actress as well.
Yeah.
We are talking about Miss Felicia Day.
I remember the first time that I encountered her was Bring It On Again.
For me, it was Buffy.
Buffy,
Of course,
definitely.
on Buffy too.
I grew
And
up with
Supernatural. Supernatural was.
Buffy. I loved her on
Yes.
Supernatural. I was pissed when they killed her on
I
Supernatural.
know. I was so sad.
But
dude.
then again,
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, Felicia Day will be doing a charity stream on Twitch. Do you guys know about that?
Most definitely. I stay up to date in all Felicia Day stuff. She is my baby. I love her to
This
death.
is not her first time doing any sort of charity event. She's done multiple,
Yeah.
but this one is a little more close to home, especially with me and Josh. Even though me and Josh are not the race that is being hit, it hits home because we are Hispanics as well, and
Yes, sir.
you know we can. I don't know about you, Josh, or Jamie herself,
Yeah.
because even though Jamie may not be,
yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but if I was forced to be separated from my mother
From
and
my
father,
family, yes,
or any
most
form of
definitely.
family, I'd flip shit.
It's
And even
completely
then,
wrong.
it's just like
100%
even because
wrong.
of your race.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yep.
are so close to Mexicans. It's not even funny. We're
It's not
Puerto
even
Rican.
funny anymore.
Right.
Like we all speak Spanish. We're all from
Mhm.
outside of the country. We
Yep.
came from Puerto Rico, and if somebody told us that we have to get deported or like some of our family gets taken away,
I'm
First
throwing
of all,
hands.
They're wrong
I'm definitely gonna fight.
because
It's
y'all are
definitely
U.S.
disgusting.
citizens.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if they like
Just imagine
people
if
were
we
gonna
weren't.
say
Yeah.
people were gonna say that they were gonna take our citizenship away as well.
Yeah,
Nah.
they're actually
They're-
still working on.
they're
They've been
actually
saying
still
that for
working on
years,
that.
but they've been working
They've
on
been
that for a
working
while.
on it.
No.
So if
I
you,
might.
sorry, go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead, girl.
Well, my real opinion on it is, well, besides the fact that, I'm a white person, because,
She's one of our favorite white people. though.
Yes,
the
yes.
thing is, I would personally, kill someone if I ever saw that in person, because they're children.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
need their family to be around. They need
Especially.
their person, their mother, their father, their
They
grandma,
need those
whoever's
people.
taking care of them. They need to have them with them.
Yep.
And first of all, no.
Can I side note something really
no
quick?
humans are illegal anywhere. I don't care.
Exactly.
We all live on this
Yes,
planet.
yes,
Nowhere
most
should be
definitely.
Exactly.
illegal.
Can I side note something really quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, when Jamie takes off her glasses, it's like a Superman effect. She's a whole new person.
Yeah, most definitely. Dude.
Hello.
Nah, but yeah.
Now she's Jamie.
Jaime.
Jaime.
Now, if you guys don't know, like we said, she will be doing a Twitch stream, 12-hour charity stream over on Twitch. I just said that. in June, this June, well,
It'll air on June
Everybody-
30th.
30th.
so it pretty much already happened.
Yes, yes.
So we're a little behind on reporting it. It's our bad. Sorry, Felicia. we had to catch up a little bit on our other show.
Yep.
But it happened this past June. It should still be up there, right? Because
Yeah,
Twitch
Mm-hmm.
keeps the
Yeah,
stream.
Twitch keeps the videos.
So do you want to go ahead and watch that? That's awesome.
loved it,
I
by
still
the
say
way.
you donate. Still donate.
Most
if
definitely.
if it's still
Absolutely.
possible to do it, still do it. You know what? Even if
Donate
you
as much as you can.
not even that, even if you can't donate to hers anymore,
Share it.
go find another
Go
one
find another.
and still donate because
No kid deserves to be in cages.
none. The stream actually lasted from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So a nice good 12 hours. Whoop whoop. And
Man.
I'm so happy that she created this stream to help families stay together through the border. You're an amazing person.
Yes.
And
She's
just
probably one of my favorite people just
Yes.
because she cares so much about everybody.
Yes, and really quick, if you guys don't know, Felicia Day, like I said in the beginning, she is an actress. She's best known for her work on Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
That's
Eureka. She was on The Guild.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Skylanders. She was in
Yes.
Supernatural.
My Baby
She was in
Charlie.
Adventure Time. I hate that show, but I love her.
Adventure Time. That's my shit. I don't care.
She was on so many different things, and she's always been that nerdy girl.
Yes.
And she still expresses her nerdiness to this
course.
day, and she's the reason why we still do we do this podcast and why everybody out there is more open to expressing their nerdiness. So
Yes, sir.
shout out to you, Miss Felicia Day. Like I said, you guys haven't watched the stream, go ahead and watch it on her Twitch account. I believe it's just Felicia Day. I think it's her name.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have her on Twitter or on Facebook, go ahead and see she shared that link, and go ahead and click that link and go check it out.
And
Now, on from the sadness, because that kind of
bye, Felicia.
That kind of. So we're gonna go ahead and talk nerdy guilty pleasures.
Oh my god.
I know what you guys are thinking. Who the fuck has nerdy guilty pleasures? But you'd be
Everybody?
surprised. Everybody.
Everybody.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people do. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about something, you shouldn't like, but you like it anyways. Like a cartoon or anime or whatever, because that's what we talk about here. Because we're cool. You know what I mean? So mine is Fruit Basket.
Oh my god.
I like Fruit Basket.
Yeah.
That's a really good show.
Or in High School Host Club.
Or in High School Host Club is a really good show too. Oh, okay. So my ex at the time.
If you like Boku no Pico, we don't like you.
Hold on. My ex at the time when I was in high school. You guys don't know, I graduated high school like 4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
She got me on both Orin High School and Fruit Basket.
Yeah.
And they're so good.
They are.
But that ending to Fruit Basket, I
It
was so
hurt me.
mad.
It hurt me.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
Josh, what you got? What you got for us?
Food Wars.
Food Wars?
Oh my
Food
god.
Wars is pretty good.
Yeah, Food Wars is awesome.
If you guys don't know what Food War is, it's pretty much a show where people get turned on with food.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
basically, they literally have orgasms
Over food.
Over food.
You remember that girl that we talked to you about last week from Kagaguri?
Kakaguri.
She got off on the with her
With her gambling?
They get off of food.
Well, I mean,
It's fucking.
That's
awesome.
understandable.
It's such
It's
a
food.
cool show.
just don't use a strawberry because that shit has a lot of seeds in it, girl. That can go.
No.
No, that's not it. That's
Off
not it.
top.
That's not
Okay.
what I'm talking about. It's just like-
Off nerdy.
joking.
Hold on. Off nerdy topic. Okay, I was reading an article not that long ago where a girl got something stuck.
Oh.
A produce item got stuck and turned sideways.
I'm out. Goodbye.
Oh no!
Yeah. So she had to go to the hospital and
I got told that a strawberry isn't a berry,
Why?
and that a banana's a berry.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I've heard
and
that.
It's so
Yeah,
fucking weird.
no.
Okay, so that's see what happens when we talk about Food Wars. Jamie, you got your own little nerdy guilty pleasure.
It's not really nerdy, but it's actually a show.
You can be nerdy for anything. Let that be known.
Yeah.
On this show, you're nerdy for anything.
So there is this show basically. They are heavy rescue for trucks and trailers, and I don't know why, but it was just, I don't know if it's like the reality of it.
You see
or
her
the
face
drama.
starting to glow while she's talking about this show.
It's like, I think it's amazing because there's like so many things that can happen, like
on the road and stuff. Yeah.
On the road again.
Yeah,
I
like
knew you were gonna say.
I can't wait on the road again.
I love it. I don't know why. What's the name of that show? Let me see.
I'm busy.
Let me see.
I'm
if I
buzzing.
can-
I'm buzzing. Yeah, here.
Look,
Here, I'll do it in a minute.
asshole.
So,
Let me try and find it.
River Monsters is fucking dope.
River
Monsters
Monsters.
is-
Monsters.
Pitbulls and Parolees.
Yes.
I love that
I'm a huge
show.
Pitbull fan. I know you're new to the show, but Josh already knows. I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3 babies.
I have
And,
my uncle breeds pit bulls, and like I
love my
very close
babies.
to pit bulls. I love them.
One of my babies is going through her thing at the current moment, so she's being a little bitch, but
My dog is my
I love her.
Look, you want to know a funny story? So a few months ago, my grandma got a cat,
Josh.
and
Oh,
so my grandma got a cat, and her name is Domino, and she's adorable.
Pizza?
And she was like, no, seriously, go away. And so
Most definitely pizza.
basically, she was like real skittish at first because she was meant to be a barn cat, but she's way too sweet for that. But even to this day, she's still skittish. Like she hears a loud noise, she bolts the other direction underneath the bed. And so she was like in heat, and the first time that I ever met her, she's literally sitting there. She got her ass up in the air, rubbing up against me, like rubbing all of her shit against me. And I'm like, oh, you're in heat, but it's okay.
Like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, and she was like trying to mate with me. I'm like, oh, honey, our genitals aren't compatible.
Not today.
Not today.
Even then, that would be disgusting. Like,
She's
That
a
would
little
be weird.
cutie.
Just-
Shout out to Domino and my grandma. She'll never watch this, but I love you with all my heart.
So everyone has, like I said, everyone has their own little nerdy guilty pleasure.
Dude,
And you know what's funny? It's like I just told Jamie, anybody can be nerdy for anything, no matter what it is.
Anything.
Or, nerdy is nerdy. in my
Any
opinion.
fucking drama, dude. Any drama is good for me.
Or
Castle.
Grey's Anatomy.
Awkward.
I don't like Grey's Anatomy.
I love Grey's
Awkward was so
Anatomy.
funny. Awkward was
ER.
so funny to me.
ER
was awesome.
girl. That was my
Criminal
shit.
Minds. Criminal Minds.
Law and Order SVU.
Yes, of course, dude. But Criminal
Wonder
Minds.
Twin Power activate.
But Criminal
My
Minds
uncle-
kills.
My uncle did.
anything.
He works for these people because he's a sound producer. Like
Mhm.
he helps. Like he's done like Broadway shows and everything.
Right.
And we went
The
to
uncle.
my uncle Ryan.
Yeah.
The
Oh, wait,
uncle.
no.
Shout out to Uncle Ryan.
Because other uncle is in a band. He's
Oh
fucking
no,
awesome.
that's. The
Holy
uncle
shit! I
that's
just
in
realized
band.
something. Me and Josh just did Wonder Twin Power. Jamie can actually do Wonder Twin Power.
Because I have a twin.
Because she has a twin.
I have a twin. I've talked about her before. It's
Danielle.
Danielle.
She can actually do Wonder Twin. Okay, so which Wonder Twin is she? Is she the one that can turn
Yes.
into the animals, or she's the one that turns into the the can of water?
I think Danielle would turn into the animals just because she's like really into animals. Like fucking.
So she's the can of water.
How am I a fucking can of water?
Okay, so like this. Okay, so it's a dude and his sister, right? And the sister could turn into an animal,
And
but like he turns into
into
inanimate
things.
objects.
Inanimate objects.
It's like he can turn into like a bucket of water or like a rock.
I feel
He's
like
just, he's so useless.
No, see, I feel like Danielle would only because like she's like less of an like outgoing personality. Like not like she isn't, but she's not as like social as I am.
Right.
So
Yeah, true.
with animals, I feel like they're social, like dogs.
So, so again, everyone has their guilty pleasures, and if those are just a couple of ours. 'Cause
Yes, most definitely.
we love you guys, and we just figured, hey, we're gonna share our guilty pleasures with you guys. Our nerdy guilty pleasures,
Oh my
our actual
God,
guilty pleasures
I
are gonna
just
stay with us.
Oh my God.
You interrupted
Chocolate
me.
cake,
Oh yeah,
baby.
oh yeah.
Chocolate cake is a guilty pleasure
Your uncle,
for me.
My
sound,
uncle.
sound producer.
Yes. So my uncle Ryan, right? He works for sound. He does sound for like Broadway shows, blah 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 blah. Catching up. And
blah,
so I went to DC for like a week or so, but like last year.
Okay.
And so basically, it was the first night that we were there. We were on the Lawns Capitol for their Memorial Day thing that they had going on.
Mm-hmm.
And like yards away from me was the guy from Criminal Minds.
Nice.
Yes, he was the guy. He was the host, and he was like announcing everything, and like all of the like
so
whoever
awesome,
was
dude.
gonna like walk up on stage and everything. I was like, yo, I can't. It's Criminal
So
Minds.
pretty much, she turned around really quick and started beautifying herself.
On the first day of Christmas,
My true love day to me. The dude
Oh,
for Criminal
so-
Minds.
The dude from
In a
Criminal Minds.
partridge in a
Pear tree. Now, we got something really fun in my opinion here. Favorite and least favorite Pokemon. As you guys heard on last week's podcast, both Josh and Jamie wanted to adapt Pokemon into
I just found it. I just found the Snapchat. Hold on.
Hold on, guys. So we got a little Snapchat here, and it's Jamie meeting the
See,
dude
look,
from
I'm
Criminal
not
Minds.
lying. I'm not lying to you, and I tell you, I was yards away.
That's awesome.
She's literally like trying
That
to reach
guy.
for him, guys. She's like
Trying to grab him. I'd
Just to
grab
prove to
that
you, I'm
big
not
animal
lying.
too.
But
I'd grab that animal.
last
too,
week,
well.
Josh and Jamie, you guys wanted to adapt Pokemon to live action, right?
Yes.
So I figured, we'll have a little fun and choose our favorite and least favorite Pokemon. And since Jamie's the one that decided to bring that up first, she's gonna go ahead and talk.
All right. First of all, least favorite, Weedle. Let's just all put it out there. Weedle.
What's wrong with Weedle?
Weedle's fucking dope.
He does nothing.
No.
He's a bug.
I don't like bugs though. I'm not real big on bugs.
So she really is our IRL
She's
Misty.
she's never seen A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is amazing.
Really?
But what? No. Yes, I
Oh,
have.
okay.
It's a
Woo!
joke.
No, he's girl.
I'm just joking.
Didn't I
No.
tell you I was raised on Disney?
Oh
Bug's
Lord,
Life is
I was
amazing.
worried.
No, I was raised on Disney. But
No, but
favorite, Arceus, because he's
He's
a
the god.
He's
He's the creator of
legendary. He
everything.
is God. He is. came before the universe was created.
If anything, Magikarp does nothing, but Weedle is fucking dope.
But okay, how about this? So
Magikarp too.
if you could list your top 5 favorites, where are we at?
Okay, so obviously one of them's got to be an otter. Duat. I love Duat. Just because.
That whole line is amazing. It's Oshawa. Oh my gosh, I love Oshawa.
Oshawa too.
Oshawa.
I think Summer called me Oshawa one time. Because my name is Joshua. So like it's just like.
That's because I used to call her Oshawa a lot when we were younger. Anywho, that's a different topic for a different show, guys.
Let's see. Top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
And obviously, the basic bitch, Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Because he's just cute, okay? He's cute, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
And annoyance.
It annoys me how he doesn't want to evolve though.
What annoys me is that with every new season that comes out, he forgets how to use a move. He's gotta get sick. It's like, okay, whatever.
All right.
All right.
So stupid.
Josh.
And
wait.
My last one. I have one more. You guys ready for this?
Sure.
You're not ready.
Ditto.
Is it Ditto?
It is Ditto. Because he
know?
can morph into anything.
But how did I know?
That is a pretty cool ability.
Guys.
No, but listen, how did I know?
I was just like
it's Ditto.
I like
and
what they did with Ditto
yes.
after a while. He doesn't have to use the move transform anymore because now he has a different ability called Imposter. Mm-hmm. So the second he comes out, he automatically turns into...
His backstory is still really sad, though. It makes me really sad every time I think about it. But guess what, guys? So I was at the beach the other day, and I thought I was catching... What was it? I thought I was catching... I
was at the beach?
Zigzagoon.
Let's go get away.
And...
Zigzagoon.
Out of nowhere, I looked down at my phone after, I was walking and trying not to, trip on rocks. I looked back at my phone, and it was like, oh, and I was like... Get out! This is not happening. And it was my third Ditto, and I was like, yo, this is not real. Because I was catching Pokemon with my mom, because she's following bandwagon with Pokemon Go.
Right.
And so I caught the Ditto, and I was like, why don't you catch it? She's like, oh, my phone's dead. But it was amazing because I thought it was a Zigzagoon, but it done lied to me.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. It's also a weird choice. I don't really hear many people
say Ditto. Yeah.
Say Ditto. For me, worst Pokemon ever. Ever. And only because I have to battle this fucking thing all the time on Wi-Fi and shit. I would have to say, I have to battle a lot. So there's actually
Who's your favorite?
There's actually a list of worst Pokemon that I really hate.
I mean, you should just go ahead and list them.
You know what? I hate a lot of fairy Pokemon. I hate all the fairy Pokemon except for one. Fairy Pokemon and me, fuck all of y'all, because I'll ruin my favorite typing, dark
Sylveon?
type. I hate Sylveon.
Yeah.
My favorite Pokemon.
See, I don't agree
all my
with you.
all my favorite Pokemon though are all dark type and something else.
I love fairy types. So
there is a fairy type that I like though.
Who?
Mimikyu.
Yes.
I love Mimikyu, the little ghost fairy who just wants to
cute.
who just wants to belong.
I know. So
I love Mimikyu. I want to get Mimikyu as a tattoo.
That would be cool.
Backstory kills me too.
Backstory does kill me. But favorite Pokemon of all time, forever and always, Umbreon.
Umbreon
yes.
so
Here's my
beautiful.
story on Umbreon. Okay, I have a little story. So I played the original, obviously.
Coliseum
and no, I didn't get a chance to play that one, but I did play Red, Gold, all those. Mm-hmm. And in my red version, which I still have to this day, I had a Jolteon. Mm-hmm. And Jolteon was my favorite evolution.
Right.
And I didn't know you owe her a soda. I didn't know that the Eevee line got 2 more. Mm-hmm. So I'm over here waiting to get a Thunderstone. I'm like, shit, I'm not going to get one for a while. So I got this Eevee on my team. So I just left it there with the EXP share on.
Oh, I have a story.
And I didn't know that happened. And then my Eevee is evolving, and I got an Umbreon. So I have an Umbreon with a nickname.
Like, what?
So I got an Umbreon with a nickname that's meant for a Jolteon on it, because I call my Jolteons Terabyte. So,
Aw, cute.
so I had Umbreon the Terabyte.
Porygon would be that though.
True, but I spell it differently for Jolteon. That way he can have that name. Because have you ever seen Code Lyoko?
Mm-hmm.
I call my Porygon Xana.
Here we
Aw.
are.
Because when he goes evolves, he's supposed to be the perfect form.
Right.
But when he has the other disc and he evolves again, he's corrupted. So that's why I named him Xana.
You love the corrupted,
Dude,
the evil.
Just love it.
Just like I forgot to talk about like nerdy guilty pleasure, Code Lyoko.
Oh my
It's
god.
life.
Here we are going back.
Listen all over the world.
Such a good show. But if I had to rate top 5, all my Pokemon are like that are top 5 are all like dark types.
Dark types.
I have Greninja on there. I have Umbreon. I have Darkrai, Houndoom,
Darkrai's
Shiftry.
Of course, Houndoom.
I love Houndoom. It's a hellhound. And I have a Pitbull that actually looks like a Roddy.
Oh.
So I named my females after her.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Josh, where we at, bro?
All right.
Least
so,
favorite Pokemon?
Least favorite Pokemon has to be.
Jamie.
Yeah, true. Blame you.
It's either Muck.
Oh my god.
Or-
You know he got an Alolan form, right? So now he's a dark type.
Yeah, now he's a dark type.
But he's better.
But I'm talking about like original
That fucking
Muck, just
puddle
like
of
not
shit.
doing anything.
Literally.
Yes.
He literally is a puddle
or-
of shit.
Or Zubats are so fucking annoying, dude.
Fuck is
Especially in the games, in the caves, bro. Oh my god.
He feels different about that because he.
No,
loves
I
it.
don't feel different. I feel the same.
Exactly
because I
the
want to
same.
go and fight a fucking Zubat every time they just appear every 5 steps. I
Every 5
I'd be ready to
seconds is a
square up
fucking-
with a Zubat for no reason.
Oh my god. I get so mad,
Have you
dude.
guys seen
And then
the
you
dark
can't escape either.
Rattatas? The dark type Rattatas.
The
on-
Alolan ones? Yeah, I like them
Yeah.
better.
Honestly, but yeah,
I
but
caught one. I was like, oh, cool. This is
You
kind
got a little
of.
mustache.
all right, top 5 though.
Top 5s.
It has to be number 5 has to be Azelf.
Okay.
Azelf was my boy.
Lake Guardian, which you guys don't know from Gen 4.
Azelf was my boy. Vulpix. Both.
Which one?
The
Ice or
frost
fire?
form. Both of them. Both of them are.
Have you
beautiful.
seen Ninetales?
Yes, Ninetales
Ice
as Ice,
Evolved?
yes,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
so beautiful.
gorgeous.
So beautiful. Vulpix, one of my favorite Pokemon from ever.
Big head.
3
Just fix it.
has to be Cubone, just because
Oh, he's so cute. I
backstory killed me. I
Okay,
was so
really
sad.
quick. If it had to be top 10 for all of us, Cubone is on there because Cubone. Oh my gosh.
Cubone is the
Makes me
top
wanna
5
cry
always.
every time.
Second,
Everybody hurts, especially Cubone.
Cubone. That
number
child.
2 has to be Darkrai because Darkrai is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
And number 1 is hard, dude. But number 1, fuck. I really don't know what the number 1 spot is, but if I have to pick one, it has to be
Deadpool.
sure.
Boy, shut up.
And Deadpool was a Pokemon. That shit was fucking
what the
hilarious.
fuck is his name?
What does he look like?
It's the one that evolves from Feeble, Feeble, the really ugly Pokemon that has all the craters and shit.
Oh man.
Let me
You
see
have like
let
a
me see my
fear
phone.
of craters? Because that's a real thing.
No.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
There's like a fear of like holes.
My mom, yes, I said my mommy has a fear of being buried
Your mommy?
alive.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, she has that fear. She can't even watch people being buried alive on TV
Aw.
or movies because she starts to like get a panic attack.
Oh.
So it freaks her the hell out. That's why she can't watch that one movie.
Milotic.
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 Oh, Milotic is good. But honestly, if you're gonna choose a really good Pokemon, Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Gyarados and Milotic should at least be like sharing that spot because they're pretty much the same thing.
So
Trypophobia.
Rayquaza was awesome.
She had to look that up for you guys.
I did. I had to
Rayquaza was
commit.
awesome.
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
That's what I really name my. Okay, when I catch one, I either name them Shenron from Dragon Ball Z,
Oh my God.
or I name them Rayquaza.
That reminds me of when I was training, because remember I told you I worked with Eddie over there. Our trainer would always make like Dragon Ball Z references and would like whenever we were training for like addresses and stuff like that, where we had to like add stuff to the address.
So you guys are training for the Olympics?
No.
Actually,
I
top
worked
one?
internet tech support.
Top 1, Celebi.
Fuck Celebi.
Mm.
Useless
Yeah,
Pokemon.
he named one like Shenron Drive and shit
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Trey's pretty cool though. He was a cool guy.
Or Mew.
Now we're gonna do
It was fucking awesome.
We're gonna do something a little bit different with the show, and we're gonna talk about another show that is actually ongoing and not over.
Love this show.
We all watched the first 2 episodes of the series, except for Josh, because Josh was too cool to watch 2 episodes.
Cool for school.
And the show we are talking about is Cloak and Dagger. Now, really quick, before we go ahead and talk the show, I want to go and drop some hardcore knowledge on you guys. I got all my information from Variant Comics over on YouTube, so if you want more in-depth, go ahead and check them out on YouTube, YouTube.com/Variant Comics. Sorry.
Smart.
But little brief.
No sources.
Hell yeah, I'm not getting in trouble. Little brief history on Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger appeared in the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 64 in March 1982.
And
She keeps spinning on us.
I love spinning in this chair. Cloak and Dagger were actually created by Bill Mantlo and Ed Hannigan.
Bill came up with an idea of Cloak and Dagger after visiting Ellis Island.
That's
island of
cool.
Ellis.
That is pretty fucking cool. That's a hell of a place to get an idea too.
From? Right.
Marvel quoted Bill in Marvel Age of issue 6.
Ooh, that happened.
That definitely happened.
We keep mistakes in the show just to let you guys know that we are human too.
They came in the night when all was silent and my mind was blank. They came completely conceived as to their powers and attributes, their origin and motivation. They embodied between them all the fears and misery, hunger and longing that had haunted me on Ellis Island.
That is a hell of a quote. That's a hell of a
Must have
quote.
really had to think hard about that one.
Not only that, you can only imagine what he was going through while chilling on Ellis Island. Some other stuff that happened is that because of the success of the miniseries, they actually got a bi-monthly series back in 1985.
It's like some lost shit though, Ellis Island.
So they had their monthly series for a while. They have appeared in other forms of media such as the Avengers TV series, the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series, and they now have their own series titled Cloak and Dagger. Which
I will definitely watch.
Fully.
Just give me some time, man, because I definitely have Hulu. So I have all the episodes in there.
Netflix, you name it, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, brah.
Most definitely, man.
Cloak and Dagger is a series both in comic and on TV where we follow both Tandy, such a weird name for a girl, and Tyrone. Now, the original origin for Cloak and Dagger was complete in one short printing of a 6-issue titled Cloak and Dagger, and you can go ahead and check out their full origin back in 1993 in issue 6 of the same book that actually quoted. No, I'm lying. I think it was a different book, but it is a 6 mini series that goes ahead and we dive into Cloak and Dagger just a little bit. Tandy, tell us about Tandy.
So basically, Tandy, who was Dagger, by the way, was the daughter of a rich supermodel, and her father left her and her mom when they were young, and her boyfriend forgot all about her when he left for college.
Now, this contrasts the show a little bit because in the show, they're not that well. They're wealthy, but they're not that wealthy.
Middle class.
Just about middle class. Her dad didn't leave her. Her dad was in the picture. And if you guys don't know, we're gonna go ahead and put spoiler warning on this episode, by the way. But you guys, if you guys haven't or have seen the series, while on his way from picking up Tandy when she was younger, they got into a car accident.
The oil rig exploded, and he was on the phone with someone because
That was his first mistake.
That was mistake number one of plenty. But one thing that, it kind of like foreshadowed itself. It was like,
Right.
well, you guys have to watch out because it's at risk of exploding, and then it exploded, and then
Now they blaming him.
yeah, and then they took away everything. And sorry guys, these are spoilers, but
The spoiler warning's already up.
they took everything from the family, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And
So crazy. But in the book, instead of a little being a
Feels
little
some
girl,
type
she was already
A woman.
a grown ass woman. So because of that, Tandy leaves to New York to pursue her dreams in dancing. So we're gonna go ahead and jump over to Tyrone, aka Cloak.
Nah, but beforehand, just speak like I know I'm gonna get into it because one of my favorite actresses is playing Tandy, is Olivia Holt, which is from Kicking It.
Olivia Holt is
Olivia
so
Holt, I
Kicking
love her, and she's beautiful. She's amazing. She's an amazing person.
Hmm.
But
she's so fine.
now-
Tell us about Tyrone,
now let's
Josh.
get to Tyrone. Tyrone is from the slums of South Boston.
So pretty much,
kind of
Oof.
any one of
way far away.
We
from-
ghetto, my boy. We ghetto.
from where Tandy was. Tyrone's friend and himself were actually witnesses to a man being killed, and actually got chased by the police themselves. And in doing so, before because Tyrone in the books, which they don't bring into the show, and we're gonna talk
Right.
about that in a minute. Tyrone in the books has a speech impediment.
Mhm.
He stutters, so he couldn't get out the words. He didn't do it before the cop just went and shot him. Just shot him just to shoot him.
Pew pew.
So that has a little bit of that hits home a little,
Yeah.
only because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on lately,
Lately,
and
especially
in the
with
community.
minorities
within
and stuff.
every community in
Yes.
all over.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
mostly minorities
the
and
fact
stuff.
that the fact that they were able to still bring that up so late, so far into the 80s, and it kind of foreshadowed a lot of stuff that is happening now. That's insane.
Most definitely.
But Tyrone, not wanting to get in trouble for what happened, actually leaves to New York himself, and this is where we start to meet Cloak and Dagger before they are Cloak and Dagger. But in the show, Tyrone himself is actually a basketball player who does not have a
The
speech
show's
impediment.
pretty different.
Really different, and I believe that that the name of his friend actually became his brother. So we still get that whole concept of his friend got shot, kind of, but it was his brother. And
Right.
instead of saying because they saw a man get murdered, it was because his little brother stole a radio that they installed into somebody else's car, and instead of him getting in trouble, the older brother got in trouble, and they both ran, but the older brother got shot
And he got killed.
and killed by a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's just state for a second that this little boy has to be, what, 5, 6 years old in this episode?
Pretty
And he just dived into that water
to try and save his
to
brother.
save his brother, and, like, it was nothing. I applaud you for that. That is amazing, because first of all, the jacket that he wears
Mhm.
can get fairly heavy when soaked. So just imagine that water is like dragging him down. And at a young age, in these types of waters, while a storm is going on, they're very hard to navigate through if you're just swimming. So he did, he did fairly well for someone who was trying to save his brother's life
And survived.
and survived. But I liked how they kind of got their powers in here compared to their book origin. Their book origin was that a man named, I have it somewhere on here, a man named Simon Marshall and his team actually
Injects the.
they actually, well, before that, they kind of lure them into like a shelter. Like, hey, we got this nice little shelter, come on, we'll
That's
give
creepy.
you. Yeah. And obviously, two people who don't have a home, don't have
on
nowhere to
down
go, they're like, yo, we need that.
Come on down to
So they go-
house, have some family fun.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag maybe sponsored.
Maybe.
Hashtag hopefully sponsored.
So when they get there, they obviously learn that is not the place they want to be. And they meet Simon Marshall, as stated. And Simon Marshall actually injects the two of them with a drug that actually acts like heroin.
But it's not here.
But it's not heroin, it's stronger. something stronger, but every other test subject that he has used died. These two are the only ones that have survived. And because of that, that's how they got their abilities. Now, with the TV show, it's because of them both being in the water and the oil rig exploding, that's how they got their powers. Yeah. I like that. Because that's how it was a nice little connection. Where they grab hands.
He grabs her hand and pulls her out of the water.
Yes.
I think that's insane.
That was, oh my gosh. Because like her light was, okay, with the comics, she needs dark in her life, and he needs light to survive. They just so happen to have what they need. That's why they become a duo. But they also fall in love in the book, so that kind of works in their favor.
Of course. So
that's obviously going to translate into the show. But my problem is that in the book, we're going to go ahead. This is the part. We're going to talk powers as well as still keep on with that conversation of what I was saying. But Cloak's body is a portal to some place called the Dark Force, and with that, he can channel all that dark stuff that we see. As sometimes when he covers himself, in the show he always ends up in his room or somewhere else.
Right.
But because of that, he always longs for light because it's a cold. His power is not that like welcoming, I guess you can say. Having darkness as a power is not.
It literally looks like black smoke coming off.
But it also makes him feel lonely and stuff like that. You gotta remember, having darkness as a power is very hard to like command and stuff like that. Because
not a lot of people want to be around that type of energy.
Exactly. So that's where light. Yep, that's her new name, people. That's where Dagger comes in, because not only can she. Tandy. I think her name should have been something better than that, but still. She can actually not only generate her light daggers, but because of her light, she can actually sort of give him that thirst of light that he needs. Because her light is the warmth for him and all that other stuff. Her light can also cure people of drug addiction. That's
pretty dope.
Nice.
It comes in handy. But also, her because of her light, she's immune to his darkness. So he can never use his power on her.
So he can never drain her of her energy.
Of her life force and stuff, because she is the embodiment of light. Our white girl.
White girl, more like light girl.
We have our own Dagger.
For real. I wouldn't mind that.
Now with the show, we haven't really dived too deep into the show, and all the differences between the comic and the TV. But obviously, there's a shit ton of that.
Wait, you're in the back of that chair.
But that was funny. But the true question here is, do you guys think there would be some form of crossover, like with Shield or something like that? Maybe they even acknowledge Thanos, because now they're in New York.
Right.
So
yeah,
New York is where everything goes down.
Universe.
So true, but sometimes they have those shows and those movies for Marvel where they're even not in the same world. So that's why I'm asking, do you think maybe there'll be a crossover?
Maybe they could be, because Daredevil was in New York as well. Wait.
The new Daredevil was.
New Daredevil.
Hell's Kitchen.
Was, yeah.
You want to know who I want to know if they'll crossover?
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Look out, here's a Spider Pig. He's not Spider Pig anymore. He's Harry Plopper.
Spider Pig.
That's adorable.
Spider Pig does whatever
a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, because he's a pig. Look out, here's Spider Pig. We have no life.
Simpsons movie got to your head.
Yes,
Simpsons is my life, dude.
Jamie, what do you think? Not about the song, about the crossover.
I think it would be pretty dope.
That would be pretty
obviously, because they exist both in the same universe. But
yeah.
Question is, what time frame
will they do it?
Well, yeah, and what time frame are in the Marvel universe?
Now,
this is what I want to know.
By the time this comes out, obviously more episodes are probably out there, and we've only seen episode 1 and 2. So we don't really know everything else that comes after. But do you guys think that they'll get costumes?
Maybe they will.
Well, it's probably bound to happen because Cloak, he's got to have some sort of like symbol
In his name,
like
Cloak.
Not just figurative, but physical, like a cloak, and then
Right.
but with Dagger, I don't know what they're gonna do with her.
They're
They're
gonna give her a dagger.
No, it's not.
Obvious.
It's not that. It's
It
that
kind of
all
looks
of
like
her
a crystal though.
all of her costumes are really like sexy. They're very very out there, and
I don't know if they're gonna do that with her, just because how
there's
they've
only
been
so much you
doing
can do.
and how they've been doing it in any like Marvel show right now. They don't give them like really really sexy costumes. They stay more in
They
the
try to
city
be
type
more
thing,
child appropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
exactly.
they gotta sell toys.
Yes, exactly. Just like in Luke Cage and stuff like that, and just like
You don't like Luke Cage?
Luke Cage is
I'm
fucking
not a big
awesome.
fan.
Have you seen the
Such a good show.
have you started seeing the new season?
We'll talk about that on a different episode.
Just like Luke Cage and like everybody else and like fucking
Right.
what's his name? One Punch Man.
One Punch.
I was gonna bring that up earlier.
No, not One Punch Man, but like
Iron Fist?
Yeah, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
And everybody else over there, and the Defenders and stuff like that. Maybe they'll have a crossover.
That would be dope.
That would be crazy.
Now we got something cool.
But that wasn't that. But like I'm saying, like they're not like more. They're since they're in the city and stuff. Like they probably won't have a costume, just like everybody else didn't have a costume and stuff like that.
Right. Like I was saying, we have something cool coming up, and because of Cloak and Dagger, actually, our Ranger of the Week is
My mom.
Our Ranger of the Week is Lahana.
Emma Lahana, Kira
AKA
Ford
Kira Ford.
from Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder.
Because Emma is actually the leading detective in Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
So I figured, you know what? While we're talking
Back
Cloak
to
and
those
Dagger,
two.
exactly. While we talk Cloak and Dagger, might as well make her the Ranger of the Week. Why not?
What if there was a crossover between those?
Between Power Rangers and Cloak and Dagger, that would be kind of fucking dope.
That would be awesome.
Can you just imagine like her detective, like she goes into her house and
That
she
would-
opens a briefcase and then there's her morpher right
mean
there.
that
That'd be
Marvel
awesome.
would have to do like a crossover with Power Rangers.
Well, don't forget, Marvel's owned by Disney, and Disney used to own the rights to
Yes,
Power Rangers.
Yes.
So
So
if
it
if Disney still owned Power Rangers,
That would probably happen. That would be cool though.
that'd
Are
be
you kidding?
awesome.
Dude, welcome.
So Emma Lahana, well, we just pretty much gave you guys a kind of a backstory already, but for Cloak and Dagger, but for her Power Ranger, she actually played the character Kira Ford,
Yeah.
a music rock star enthusiast who goes to high school with her teammates and wants to just be a fucking rock star. Doesn't everybody?
Me. I me.
Her shining moment, I would have to say, is when she finally realizes that, you know what, even though I gave up my power to go about my life, this power chose me for a reason. I'm gonna be a ranger, and she just goes on and does her duties.
Duties.
I'm such a child. She does her thing and becomes the Power Ranger. Now we already gave you her transfer from Power Rangers to Cloak and Dagger, but she has a pretty dope arsenal. She has her blaster that turns into a sword that looks like a sword that belongs in Aladdin.
Oh, yes.
And she also has her Terra grips, which are like little tiny daggers, which kind of
They chop it up in the
they
kitchen.
kind of foreshadowed that she was gonna be a Cloak and Dagger by giving her little mini
A
daggers.
little dagger.
I see you guys.
She chops it up in the kitchen though.
See?
Really? They chop it up in the kitchen.
Bye.
Go home.
Stop.
We're gonna get a new co-host.
Oh please, they love me.
Now the only Zord that she commanded was her pterodactyl Zord. Josh, 1 out of 5.
Ooh. 4, because she gave up her powers at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. 4. 4.
4.
She got a 4 from everybody. You're still loved here at the Legacy, Emma. We still love you. Keep doing your thing on.
Definitely.
Go ahead and do your thing on Cloak and Dagger.
Dagger.
And if you die on Cloak and Dagger, we will boycott the show for
We
you.
will definitely look up.
Now, our cosplayer of the week, we have someone new. We have someone from a different world. She is from Canada.
I applaud.
That's why I say she's from a different world.
And her name is Alana Waffles.
No, her name is not actually Alana Waffles. Nobody actually knows her real name. We do know her real name is though Alana.
Mm-hmm.
Just her last name's not Waffles. Though that last name is
that would be
fucking
awesome.
awesome.
And that is.
I don't really have much on Alana, but I know she's been cosplaying for about 8 years, around there. Actually, maybe closer to 10.
That's awesome.
And like I said, she's from Canada. Oh, Canada.
Oh,
Canada. A whole different fucking world over there compared to over here. And she does some pretty dope cosplays up here. Looking at some cosplays, we have Princess Aurora in like a battle warrior type of thing. I like the
like
sword.
Wonder Woman type thing.
Yeah, I like that sword.
Yes, most definitely. Especially with
I
the
love
rose
that
at the
there's a
bottom.
rose on the end of it.
Yeah.
The rose at the bottom
Because
killed it.
Briar Rose.
And you guys don't know, Princess Aurora is from Sleeping Beauty. A lot of people think that Sleeping Beauty is Snow White, but it's not.
Oh, some people even confuse like Sleeping Beauty with Beauty and the Beast. I'm like, no, girl, no.
Wrong person. She did a couple Pokemon cosplays. She got Raikou from Pokemon.
Which is probably one of my favorite cosplays, because look at how cool this is, especially
I
with the
love the
nunchuck
yellow.
that is special.
The mace.
Like the tail.
The mace is her tail is the mace. Yeah, I know. I like that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That suit is
Hold that on.
dope.
Awesome.
After that, we have another Pokemon outfit where she is actually Rowlet in human form.
She's gorgeous.
That's like the sexiest,
gorgeous.
the sexiest Pokemon outfit I've ever seen in my life.
So that happened.
Not be gross. Come on.
I didn't.
That was so Josh, right, Jamie?
Yeah.
Sure.
See, told you.
No.
I love the bow tie.
I like the bow tie too. I think it really resembles the bow tie that's on Rowlet.
That's exactly how it is.
I really like that.
I wonder if she has a green tail. Like that would actually like no, because listen,
The world may never know.
she has a green tail. What if she has orange feet? Like that.
Who knows?
She
Maybe.
would have to have like orange.
After that, we have Gwen
Gwen
Poole,
Poole.
who is Gwen
I
Poole from the
love
Marvel
that.
Universe, where actually Gwen Stacy becomes a version of Deadpool.
Yes, man.
And she wears
that
white
wig.
and pink. And she's a
This
badass.
makes me happy.
She is.
She's badass. She's
I
fucking
love
crazy.
Deadpool.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I am
Oh my
like
God.
one of the. He's
And then you gotta pick up some Gwenpool.
Oh my God.
After that, we have Princess Kita
Kita.
from Atlantis.
okay, girl.
Atlantis.
I see you.
Yes.
A lot of people.
Atlantis.
Now, a lot of people did have a problem with her cosplaying this character because, as you can see, you know,
She
Yes.
is not.
Kita is a little bit of
Color.
on the darker side, and so and she's not. But if you really
Never
think
favorite.
about it, Akita is Atlantean. She
Yes.
really doesn't identify with a race, so who knows at this point.
But she looks.
We don't judge.
Stunning.
We think she looks amazing,
She
and
is absolutely stunning. In
Looks
this.
dope.
she looks gorge.
Most
I love
definitely.
that
Gorge.
blue.
I like that blue too. I really like that. That jean type
If
blue.
I marry her, I'm gonna take her last name. Even
Waffles?
If it, like, yes. Are you kidding? Josh Waffles. That would
Josh
be-
Waffles.
That would be awesome.
I think Jamie might get to her before you do.
No, that's not.
You never know.
Where's that supposed
It's
to be?
2018. Jamie can love whoever she wants.
I can.
After that one, we have another Marvel character. We have her as
Cat.
Black Cat from the Marvel Spider-Man franchise.
I love this one.
I like that she's not overexposing
Yes.
like every other person does,
Yes.
or even with the character itself.
Oh, reserved.
overexposed.
Yeah, she's very
Conservative.
She's
I like
very
that.
luxurious and.
Don't get me wrong.
I love the leather
Sophisticated.
though.
Hold on, just me and you guys really quick, okay? Just me and you guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm a guy, okay? I like what I like, but I think for her Black Cat, that works for her, not overexposing, because she's so like
Sophisticated.
yes.
More of a.
I feel like for her, if she were to overexpose,
It wouldn't.
it wouldn't
It
work.
wouldn't work. Yes.
Okay, now bringing you back to our regularly scheduled podcast. I'm such an asshole.
And now
Now we
This
have.
one.
Anastasia from
I love
Anastasia.
I love me some Anastasia.
Me too.
If I'm correct, Disney owns Anastasia now.
Yes.
Yes,
So now she's a
yes.
Disney princess. So pretty much,
Definitely.
Anastasia from Disney's
Yes.
Anastasia. Fight me.
Not DreamWorks anymore.
Don't debate me, because I'll fight you.
DreamWorks was good. For
Yes, she also does Gargamon from
Okay,
Digimon,
Digimon
Tamers.
Tamers.
See, now this one, look, it's still supposed to be a little more exposed, but she's still very cleaned up with it.
Yes, most definitely.
I like the guns in her hands.
Digimon.
Those
Digital
look
monsters,
amazing.
Digimon
Like
are
look
the
at that.
champions.
Look at that.
Digimon. Digital
You should make me
monsters,
those.
Digimon are the I would definitely do that.
Hey, I just want hand guns.
Hand cannons, like,
Can you just imagine if your hand actually like broke open to become a gun?
This is probably my favorite.
Her Josie.
Josie and the
Oh
Pussycats.
my God. I loved that.
Oh my god.
She does cosplay
That's
Josie.
awesome.
Josie
from
and the
Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes.
I watched
Josie
that
and the
show so
Pussycats.
much. Obviously, I want to do the blonde one.
Yes.
Cause
blonde.
Do I have to be the
why can't Josie be blonde? Maybe you can be Josie and still be blonde. Maybe Josie.
What about
let
I
her
paint
hair
my
go.
hair?
Because I want it.
What about I paint my hair red and I will be Josie?
Well, I have the short hair, so I can do that.
See, listen.
You have to do with the curly hair.
Yeah.
Fine.
So we are the new Josie and the Pussycats.
And I'm a little bit darker than Ray, so.
Yeah.
Or like Jamie and the Pussycats.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
We're down. We're down. And I believe there's one more after this. I think there's like 9.
No.
Nope, that's the last one. So, you guys already know how it is on this show. We rate quality, accuracy, and what was the other one?
I forgot.
Come on, Josh.
I know this.
It's supposed to be accuracy, performance, and that is the other one.
What is the other one? It's performance,
And quality.
accuracy, and quality.
I just wanted to see if Josh was paying attention during these podcasts.
I was.
So because
but
you
listen,
weren't paying attention, your first step, sir, quality.
I would gladly be first. Listen.
Gladly.
Gladly be first. No, but listen. The quality of these costumes, especially the Princess Aurora and the Warrior Princess costume, was awesome. It looks very well made. The Raikou one was awesome. Like, probably one of my favorite cosplays of Pokemon related. I'd give her El Cinco. I'll give her El Cinco. The Mayo.
Not Ocho Cinco either.
No. Give me a head.
Ocho Cinco!
I hate you guys so much.
All right, Jamie, what are you going to give her on quality?
Quality?
Quality, not quantity.
Haha.
Even though she has a quantity of photos for each cosplay.
Oh, yeah. That was a knee slapper.
We're not, no.
That was a knee slapper.
My knee's not. I give her a solid 5.
So 2 5s? All right. I'm going to
What
go ahead and
about
give
you?
her a 4.
Why a 4?
Because, for one, okay, I don't think. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so I'm going to give her the 4 only because there are some costumes that I think could have done more with.
That Rowlet costume.
That Rowlet costume,
Yeah.
for instance, I think it would have been cool to add some, like, even if it's just little mini ones, some wings on there.
Most
Honestly,
definitely,
I feel like a 4 too. So
Oh.
my 5.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'll still keep
to make
But
make up for
still.
that Rowlet, there's that amazing Raikou. There's
Raikou
that
makes up for it.
There's-
I'll still keep that 5 because her quality is on point.
amazing.
But she does a great job, nonetheless.
Now it's gonna be kind of a little bit harder for the next one because we are comparing a human to a Pokemon. But accuracy, where are we at with accuracy, guys? Jamie.
I mean,
Jamie.
Okay.
sorry I didn't hear you. Go ahead, man.
Accuracy. Let me see. Let me take a look at this. See, I want to get like a better look and see like, because I love the fact that she has this sword with the rose on the end. It's genius, and how she crosses over.
Wonder Woman.
I love the Raikou. I love how she like incorporated wind to use as the tail. That was pretty genius in my opinion. How she uses this suit that she's got on. I like it. Could have done a little more for the Rowlet, but nonetheless, I love the red lipstick. Girl, I love it.
Queen.
And Gwenpool, this is amazing. This is probably my favorite one because I can kind of like relate because I had like pink in my hair at one point. I don't know if you remember this, but I did, and I should totally do that again for costume/cosplay.
You kind of sound like you're ready to just go ahead and give her that 5.
Most definitely.
Maybe on edge of 4.
4 or 5, just because of the rowlet.
I would definitely give her a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Solid 4.
So 8.
I would give her a solid 4 as well, just because of the rowlet costume. The rowlet costume is a very nice costume, nonetheless, but she could have done more with that. She could have done wings. She could have maybe done like a tail, like a green tail, just because Rowlet has green tail.
Even
well, we don't know
even
if she has the green tail or not, so we can't really judge on that.
She has a green tail whatsoever, but I feel like she could have incorporated more to the character, not just a suit and some slacks and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
because if nobody really knew, they'd be like, "Oh, is that a Doctor Who reference?"
Yeah,
or,
exactly. It could have just been a sexy doctor.
Get it? Doctor Who, Rowlet?
Dr. Rowlet.
Thank you.
So,
I'll take
definitely,
it.
So a 4?
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging.
So 4 all around. I agree with all those reasons right there. Those are some of the reasons that I was going to point out as well. So Jamie has a full 8 for her. Josh has a full 9. I also have the full 8. Last but not least, presentation. So, as you guys know, since the cosplayer is not directly in front of us, which will be kind of awesome, we have to base our presentation scores based on their photos. Josh.
I'd give her a 5 for the photos.
Gonna go ahead and give it a 5.
Yes.
What's your reason on the 5?
The reason on the 5 is because
she's hot is not a reason.
It's not. It's not a reason.
It's so what
even no, even like just like with the costumes and stuff, like the quality of the costume and the quality of the picture are very, very nice, and most definitely is because of that. And she's very, very beautiful woman. I wasn't gonna say that she was hot. I was gonna say that she was beautiful, but the quality of the costume and the quality of the picture are top notch.
Jamie, where are we at?
So for me,
if you guys hear a lot of moving around, that's me. I'm sorry.
What was it for again?
We are on
presentation. Presentation, I would give a 5 because the poses that she does is pretty. I like it. Because I'm a chick and
It's pretty. I like it.
So solid 5.
Yeah, it's a 5 out of 5 for me. And I love the Gwen Pool.
So we have a 14. 13, right?
13.
13.
13.
And 13 for you or 14 for you?
I like her photos. I really do.
All right.
But first of all, you can tell that one right there for Josie is a selfie.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're right.
I have to kind of like.
Nonetheless, gorgeous. Love the
Nonetheless,
makeup.
it's amazing. Okay.
I'm an esthetician.
Maybe she has done another photo set.
Maybe she has. He's right. Maybe she has done another.
Eyebrows are
full
fabulous,
set.
gotta say, and lipstick color on point.
But I didn't find that set, so there's
Right.
this one. So for now, we have to go.
You'll have to give her that.
I have to, kind of understand that that's a selfie.
Right.
Everything else
Top notch.
is simply amazing.
Top 5.
So, even with the selfie, 5.
Drum roll, please.
5.
Hey!
She can have the 5.
So it's 14, 14, 13.
No.
No,
14, 13,
13.
13.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. I gave her a 5 and they gave her a 4, man.
Either way, she's still going home with a pretty high score from all of
Most
us.
definitely.
Alana Waffles, you are our cosplayer of the week.
Ma'am.
All right, guys.
Good job, girl.
So,
Marry me.
fun?
Yeah.
Fun?
Most
Yeah.
definitely fun.
Most definitely.
Well, we all know you guys are coming back because we kind of work this show together now.
I'm like, who else is coming?
I mean, there's that too. So, this is the end of the show. It's the end.
But it's not the end. It's the see you next week.
Possibly, because 4th of July weekend and stuff like that.
True.
So, we got to still go ahead and factor that in. If we are able to record another episode, you already know it's going to come out on soundcloud.com/thelegacypodcast.
Tune in
And
on
don't-
Fridays.
Tune in on Fridays. That's correct. I always
Yep,
forget to
that's
say
what
that.
we
Don't forget to always check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/thelegacypodcast as well, where you're gonna find out all the fun information, like where the time you guys got to find out that Josh was gonna be a co-host, and also the time where you guys got to find out that Jamie was gonna be an official co-host. You never know what's gonna happen. We might even present our other guest stars on there, because we kind of want to have guests once in a blue moon that don't end up becoming co-hosts. But
Yes.
No.
I'm very happy that the two guests that I had previously became my two co-hosts, because this is gonna be a fun little
Just us.
This is a little trio, man.
hell yeah, we
No more than Tris.
you already know how it's going to be. So at the end of the day, this is your favorite host, Ray King, with yes sir himself
Yeah, boy.
and our one and only Misty.
The only Jamie.
And we're gonna be checking you guys out next Friday. Again, don't forget to like and like our Facebook page and like our SoundCloud page.
Follow the SoundCloud.
Follow the SoundCloud. I've never been able to say that before. Again, this is your host, Ray King, and we are signing out. Later, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
You're obnoxious.
The sun goes down and the moon comes up. The blunts go round, everybody getting drunk all night. You know we put it down all night. And we gon' fuck around. Now everybody drinking and everybody smoking. Party on, I'ma keep this bitch going on.